Hello, crafty friends, and welcome back. Today I'm backtracking to Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Here is the sketch that I'm using by Jessica Michaels, and I also used some paper from my 100 pattern paper challenge. So there is the sketch once again. And both of these papers, I believe, were actually in my 100 pattern paper stash here. So, got two more papers used up. That part of this one will go into my scraps, and the other part will, is used on this page. And then the background was the other piece. So, I am documenting two pictures of Cody. One, he is sitting with me, and the other, he is sitting with Papa, and he is reading books. So he loves to read books. A lot of times it's before he goes to bed each night, sometimes during the weekends, or you just never know when he might come to you with a book. So it is usually in the evenings because that's usually when we're winding things down, sitting down in the living room, and just trying to get ready for bed. So, getting my pictures so they are of equal size from top to bottom. And here you can see I'm using some packaging to mat each of these photos. And anytime that I have a piece of packaging like that that is plain on the back, I just save it in my scrap bin there and pull it out when I need a way to map my photos on a certain color. So I do decide to put some foam adhesive behind it. That is just the cheap craft foam from, I think I probably got that at Walmart. I don't know. And I kind of got the it crooked there, and so I chomped off a little section there. And so I am adding both liquid glue as well as dry glue to my foam adhesive and putting it onto my paper here. So for all the other papers that I pull for the banners that you see in the sketch, these are just bits and pieces from various school collections that I used years and years ago to document my daughter's school years. And then they've just been in my stash in a baggie full of school stuff. And so I've been using a lot of these to document some of the reading and just fun things like that that Cody has been doing. So that has been a great way to use up some of these school pieces that I wasn't sure, um, how I would ever use them again, but I did keep them in case I decided to, either make cards or just put them in my general stash because some of those with like that red grid paper that really has nothing to do with school. It just matches some of the other school related papers that I had. And so then I also had this scallop border strip, and but it was cut into these two different pieces. Well, I decided to kind of match them up there and use them at the top along my banner pieces. So here I'm going to use that navy blue stencil butter. And I believe this is a very old Stampin' Up stencil. I got it from a friend, so I can't confirm that, but I think that is where this came from. So I have no clue if this is still available or not, but there are tons and tons of different star stencils out there that you can get. So just using my magnets there to hold my stencil down while I pushed everything through. And now I've got my mixed media there on the bottom, just kind of where it was represented on the sketch. And basically at this point now I'm just kind of adding back in some of the embellishments that I had laid out and thought that I would use. So some things don't make it, like I tried that tag in multiple places, and I'm deciding if I'm going to use these corner pieces, and I finally decide that I'm just going to use them and get them out of my stash. So I only had two, so I just put one in each diagonal corner across from each other. And I have some of these die cut cork-shaped stars that I had sheets of cork, and I think that was actually a Stampin' Up! Product that I bought years and years ago. And so this is pretty much the only place I think I've ever used them is on stars and school layouts. So put those in a couple different places, and my final stop here is to use the Uncharted Mariner spritz and sprinkle that around my layout, and that is going to wrap things up. So if you have any questions for me, leave those down below in the comment section. I will have links to the 100 Pattern Paper Challenge Facebook group, as well as information for the Chrissy's Beautiful Life, which was actually back in June. So I backtracked a little bit and went back to a sketch that I did not get a chance to play along with. So thank you for stopping by, and we will see you next time. Bye.